Welcome back to my channel. So today we'll be going through another tutorial on the TI Inspire CX2 on the topic of differentiations for family functions. So here we have a quartic function with the rule of fx equals to a times x to the power 4 plus b times x cubed plus c times x squared plus d times x with stationary point at 1, 1 and passing through the point at x equals to -1 and y equals to 4. Okay, so what we can do is like for part A, we want to find A, B, C in terms of D. So on the calculator, we can actually define them. So first of all, you need to define the fx equals to A, this function here in terms of the quartic. And then the second function is you need to define it as gx is equals to the f dash of x, which is the derivative of fx. And then you can set up your system of equations. So that means your first equation is going to be f of 1 is equals to 1. The second equation is g of 1 is equals to 0 because when x equals to 1, it is a stationary point, meaning the derivative is 0. And then the third one is going to be when x is equals to -1, y is equals to 4. And then basically you're just solving for A, B, and C in this case. And then the calculator will answer in terms of D. So, okay, so let's get started on the calculator. Okay, so first of all, we need to define our fx, and then that's equals to A times x to the power 4, and then plus B times x power 3, and then plus C times x squared, and then plus D times x. Okay, so that's defined on the calculator there. And then next thing you want to do is you want to define your gx. And then that's going to be your derivative. So that's how you go to menu, calculation derivative to get the derivative function. So d over dx, and then this is your f of x. So do it like that to define your fx and your gx. Okay. Then the last thing you want to do is you want to go to the algebra solve system equation and make sure you pick number 1. So pick number 1 there. And then you're solving for 3 equations. And then your variable is going to be you need to change it to A, comma B, comma C. And then A, comma B, comma C. So those are the variables. So leave the D out because D in this case is going to be a constant. And then you just go f of 1 is equals to 1. Next one is g of 1 is equal to 0. The last one is f of -1 is equals to 4. Okay, and then that's your answers there for A, B, and C in terms of D. Okay, and then the next one is find the value of D for which the graph has a stationary point at x equals to 4. So essentially, you just need to add another equation to your systems of equations. So basically you go back to algebra, solve system of equations. But in this case, you're going for 4 equations, and then you're going to include D as well. So set this up on the calculator, and then just go OK. And then essentially the first 3 equations do the same. So f of 1 is equals to 1. Your g of 1 is equals to 0. And then your f of -1 is equals to 4. And the last one is your g of 4 is equals to 0. And your answers are there. So you just need to pick that D is equals to 38 over 67. And that will answer that part B of the question. Okay, so that's it for tutorial today. If you got any questions, feel free to comment down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next session. Okay, see you later.